Hello and welcome to 360 Sport on Trust TV. And on the show today, we've got you covered with a lot of stories happening in the world of sport, from the under-17 AFCON down to Europe, Nigeria, NPFL getting tough, one match to go. A lot of actions throughout the weekend, from Nigeria down to Europe, and then in the under-17 AFCON, where the flying Golden Eaglets actually came back from 2 goals, and we were able to edge the South Africans, the Amajibos as they are called. 3-2 ended on the night for the Golden Eaglets, and they've been able to qualify for the quarterfinals. Welcome once again to the show. I'm Emmanuel Fashimi. I will not be doing the show alone. I've got my friend, my brother, all the way from Niger State, Isaac Omidiji, joining me from the Zoom, from Zoom. And right away, let's go straight to the first story we have for you. Golden Eaglets beat Amajibos to face Burkina Faso in the quarterfinal. The Golden Eaglets of Nigeria were able to dispatch the Amajibos of South Africa. 2 goals, they went down, and they were able to come back from the dead, got those 2 goals quickly, and then added the 3rd one, and they were firing from all cylinders, but they couldn't get the 4th goal. But at the end, we were able to get our 6 points in the group stage and qualify for the quarterfinal. We won our first game against the Zambians, 1-0 it ended, and then the second game we lost to Morocco, courtesy of an own goal from our defenders. And then at the end, the 3rd game against the South Africans, they were talking tough. Duncan Crow, the coach of the South Africans, before that game was actually talking tough and was saying that they are going to give the Golden Eaglets a run for their money. And Uduka, they came out and said, okay, psychologically they are battle ready. They have talked to the boys, they've worked on what they need to work on, and eventually everything they said actually paid off on the night. And we have the Golden Eaglets right now will be facing the Burkina Faso, the young Burkina Faso. On Thursday, that match will come up. We had other countries who has also qualified for the quarterfinals of the under-17 AFCON. And as it stands right now, the Burkina Faso team, they were able to beat Cameroonians, the defending champions, 2-1 it ended last night. And because of that feat right now, they will be facing the Golden Eaglets of Nigeria on Thursday. And we equally have some other quarterfinal fixture where Senegal, the almighty Senegal, that have actually taken African football to another level, from the age grade teams down to the senior teams. I think they are actually doing well. Senegal will play South Africa. Morocco will square up against Algeria. Mali and Congo will do battle, while Nigeria will play Burkina Faso on Thursday. Games are scheduled for Wednesday and Thursday, and the Golden Eaglets will be playing on Thursday. And sincerely speaking, the Golden Eaglets actually are prepared for this tournament, the under-17 AFCON. We've been 5 times world champion. We really want to take that dominance from the world to the African continent, where we can actually see if we can dominate the African scene just the way we've dominated the international scene, the world stage. I think we share that feat with Brazil, who also have won it 6 times already. For Brazil, they've won the under-17 World Cup for 6 times, and the Golden Eaglets, we've won it 5 times. We are looking to equally to make it 6-6, and you know, we've actually produced stars, the likes of Victor Osimhen, the likes of Kelechi Iheanacho. I remember Christantos, Macaulay, Kabiru Akinsola, named them, and Unduka Ubade, the present coach of the Golden Eaglet right now, was also a Golden Eaglet player. That was in 1985. So he himself, he has seen it all. He has been there. He knows what it is. He knows what it looks like when you are young, playing at the under-17 World Cup. So he himself is a champion. A lot of we've produced stars. Okay, I think we'll have Isaac Omidiji on the line all the way from Niger State. Isaac Omidiji, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Okay, quickly, I was actually talking about the Golden Eaglets game against the South Africans. That was our 3rd game in the group, in Group B, and we were able to scale through. So far, so good. What's your thought about the 3 group games they played?
Well, to be fair to the boys and their technical crew, I would say it has been average. I've not been disappointed.
Yes.
I'm only concerned about some parts of the game, and that is these young boys not replicating what we saw them did during the build-up games to the championship. You know, if you have watched these guys played in Abuja, with all the friendly matches they've played, with the way they score goals, you know, with reckless abandon, you will have experienced that by now. It should be topping the scoring chart at the African Youth Under 17 Championship. However, it's not the same. But one good thing I want you to know is the Under 17 shouldn't be all about winning and winning, but it should be that process for us to bring young, good players to the limelight. And I'm very happy that in the history of Under 17 national teams, this appears to be the youngest ever that I have seen. And this appears to be the one that none of them has failed the MRI scan. So the young nature can still be questioned. However, I mean the youngest Under 17 team I have seen. And we saw players who are currently still in their secondary school, GS3, SS1, SS3, the guys who just free in secondary school. And we know the age grade of players who are still in secondary school and players who just left secondary school. So I think what Luke has done well in that aspect. And we don't expect more because these players are still raw. Their talents are still raw. They need to be refined. But let's see how they grow into the tournament. They are growing definitely. The way that they came back against South Africa showed yes, this boy's confidence is back. So
okay, the boys' confidence is back. Sincerely speaking, like you mentioned, I think we also need to give kudos to thumbs up to the NFF for making sure we actually went with the right age, and then the coaching crew and everybody who actually made sure we went with the right age. Now we will be playing Burkina Faso on Thursday. Burkina Faso were they defeated Cameroonians. We know Cameroon are the defending champions of the Under 17 AFCON. Now, what is our chances against the Burkina Faso team? Because I actually saw that game. I think they are also fast. They have the pace, just the way the Golden Eaglets also have that pace. And the only difference, the only area I think the Golden Eaglets will be far better is the area of strength. They have that strength. They close up space. Now, what's our chances against the Burkina Faso on Thursday?
But our chances are bright. That is, if the players will be able to take their goal scoring chances, because that has been the bane of this team. This team is good. The players are good. They listen to the instructions. However, connecting from midfield to the strike force has been a problem. And I realized that at some point, these boys want individual glory. But yes, they need to put that apart and work as a team. Now, the Burkina Faso guys will not be coming to give us a free ride. No. They defeated the defending champions. And just as you said, I also watched that particular game. And I was like, wow, these are guys who are also technically sound. Apart from Burkina Faso, look forward to Senegal. That's another country that I'm looking out for in this particular tournament. And don't forget the kind of investments Senegal has already put into the game over the years, the kind of good run the national teams, various national teams are having at the moment. So for the Burkina Faso and the Eaglets, I would not stick my head out for the Eaglets now because they need to really prove that yes, they want to go to the World Cup. And they know that getting ticket to the World Cup is by beating Burkina Faso and going straight to the semi-final and see what will happen there. So, but I'm happy that they came back, the way they came back against the South Africans, have brought back confidence, as I said earlier. So that they should go with that same confidence into the Burkina Faso game because it's not going to be easy. But Burkina Faso also want to go to the World Cup, and they're pretty good.
Yes, they are pretty good. That game will be coming up on Thursday. Now, looking at our chances against the Burkina Faso team. Now, like you mentioned Senegal, Morocco is still there, Algeria, Mali, and Congo. Now, look at these fixtures. Outside Nigeria, Burkina Faso, which other fixtures are you looking forward to? Senegal will be playing South Africa, Morocco will square up against Algeria, and then Mali will tackle Congo. Which other fixture? Because right now, if you lost, you are gone. There's no second chance. It's no longer the group stage. If you miss it, you have missed it, and no World Cup for you. Now, all other remaining games outside the Golden Eaglet game, which other game are you looking forward to?
Ordinarily, I would have chosen Mali, Congo.
Congo.
However, I would rather go for Algeria, Morocco.
Algeria and
Now,
Morocco.
yes, and these are my reasons. One, these are two sides that are technically sound. One. Two, the rivalry coming to this tournament, the political rivalry, the diplomatic rivalry between the both countries will also be seen on the pitch of play. Remember, Morocco never wanted coming to this tournament.
Yeah.
Algeria never also wanted Morocco to come because of the political rivalry they have. Now they are meeting at the quarterfinal stage. What do you think will happen? This player will go to extra lengths. No matter how they go to extra lengths, they should know this is football. It's about peace. It's about sportsmanship. It's about tolerance. They shouldn't bring political brouhaha on the pitch, but the display of football artistry is what I believe they will do. And for this North African team, they would never disappoint you. No, they don't disappoint you. Morocco plays good football. Same with Algeria. But for Mali, Congo, these are typical African teams that can go to any length to make you lose a football match when it comes to playing on the pitch. And at this stage, you should just reckon that Mali might be having an upper hand. But physically, I think Congo will give it to them. And they are both all hungry to qualify. So for Senegal, South Africa, I see Senegal walking over South Africa in that particular game. I don't think South Africa will pose a threat to Senegal. The Senegal have watched, and the South Africa have watched. I don't think they will pose a threat to the Octagons.
Don't forget that there are no longer minnows in football. We saw how Saudi Arabia was able to beat Argentina in Qatar 2022. Well, though, like you said, for Morocco-Algeria game, I think I equally want to pitch my tent with that game outside Nigerian game because a lot of issues surrounding both countries, bilateral issues, political issues, but they should just forget. Come on the pitch, give us what we want. Let's see the beauty of the game on the pitch. They should put aside their differences. After all, we saw Iran and US in the World Cup. These are two hostile nations, but at the end of the day, they played each other in the World Cup. So I think it should not be a problem, and we just wish them well. And for the Golden Eaglets, our heart is with them. We want them to win. Quickly before we leave this story, your prediction. Let me hold you by your prediction. What's your score line? Burkina Faso, Nigeria.
Ooh. 1-0 in favor of Nigeria.
1-0 in favor of Nigeria. I hope it happens, though. I want them to score more than one, at least 2-3, to tell them, yes, we are the giants of Africa. Let's move away from Nigeria and come back home and straight to the NPFL, where a lot of actions happened over the weekend, and it was a mixed feelings for some teams, and it was let me say a sweet one for some other teams. And for the teams that will be qualifying for the Super 6, I think with the way it is in Group A is already confirmed. Let's quickly have the result before we look at the table. Let's have the Group A result. Let's see what actually transpired in Group A. For Plateau United, they lost at home to Remo Stars 2-1. It ended in Jos Township Stadium, where they actually needed a win to see if they can sneak into that third position and then probably get the Super 6 qualification bet. But as it stands right now, it will not happen again. That is the result on the screen. We have Plateau United 1, Remo Stars 2. Enyimba were the highest winner in that group with 5-0 bashing of Gobme United. Aqua United 2, Ekanemi Warriors 0, Bendel Insurance 1, Shooting Stars 1, and Kwara United pipped Nasarawa United 1-0 to keep their NPFL hope status alive. And Isaac, now let's quickly talk about Plateau United. Plateau United actually needed a win to go to get that Super 6 qualification, but they lost at home to Remo Stars. Now, what do you think is actually happening to Plateau United, where they actually needed a win, Isaac?
It's actually shocking that Plateau United didn't get the 3 points, because knowing that 3 points will take them to Super 6, I expected them to do everything possible legally to have won that game. But Rebel Stars are, if you know the first stanza of this Bridge League, Rebel Stars are one of the sides that are very decent. But you can't take anything away from them. No, you don't write them off. No. So they went to Plateau and make a statement. And I believe Fidelis Lechuku, the coach of Plateau United, would not be really, really happy with this. And I think based on a standard and what Plateau United management have invested in this team. Remember, this team was on the continent a few seasons ago. You expect that they should still be able to make it to the Super Six, even if not winning it. So I think it's a disappointing one for Plateau United. Let's see how they go back and get their acts together for this season.
Okay, let's talk about Bendel Insurance. Before we talk about Bendel Insurance, please can we have the table? Let's have the table. Let's see how Bendel Insurance, where as in how comfortable they are on the table. That is the table right about now. Bendel Insurance have played 17 games, 33 points. Enyiba 17. All of them have played 17 games. Enyiba is on 31 points. Remo Star 30 points. Akwa United 29 points. Plateau United 25. Shooting Stars 22. Gombe United 19. Kwara United on the 8th position with 17 points, and Nasarawa United have 13 points. We are on 9th position, and the Academy Warriors has 9. I think Nasarawa United and Academy Warriors have been relegated with that point. But quickly for Bendel Insurance, I think they are edging close to equal the record that Akwa United set 2 seasons ago. What has been working for Bendel Insurance?
You know, I wish you asked the question earlier in the season. I will have told you it is Idisha Garagara. They will call it in the Nigerian palace. I never said them going this far unbeaten. Actually, a team coming newly from the lower division to the NPFL. I mean, yes, to the NPFL. And you see them going unbeaten, going away, getting victories, getting draws. Even on grounds that appears to be very impossible for football in Nigeria. They did that. And I think they have done a lot of homework. I remember they have the good support of the state government via their deputy governor, Philip Shaibu, who is a fan and also was playing for Bendel Insurance even when they were in the lower division. So that probably also helped them to have a good motivation. And the fact that most of the players were not known. You know what I mean? We are not known. There are players that are good, but we are not known. The players from opposing teams didn't even prepare for them. Someone like Imadi doing a lot of goal scoring for this team, and this team has been so compact and united. Ask me the name of the coach, not one of the popular coaches we know in Nigeria, but he's doing very well. So I think the management and the players just have the same agenda of proving everybody wrong. Just one match is remaining for them to go unbeaten this season.
Yes, whether they win or they draw that game, and once that should be the last game of the season, and once they draw that game or win it, they have equal Akwa United record where they went 18 matches unbeaten, and if they go straight to the Super 6 without losing a game, then we can dub them the invincibles of the NPFL. But quickly, let's look at the third. Let's have the table, third and the fourth position. Let's have the third and let's have the table right now. The third and fourth position now. Akwa United, Remo Stars, and Akwa United. I think it's going to go down to the last match of that match, day 18 of the league, which will be coming up this weekend. Now, let me ask you this. Do you think Remo Stars will leave that third position and Akwa United can sneak in? Sneak in?
For Remo Stars to have gotten a massive victory in Plateau over the weekend, they will do everything to get the victory at home the last game, no matter who they are playing. And they know that it is in their hands now, not in the hands of Akwa United or any other team. Qualifying for the Super Six is in the hand. Just win the last game and qualify. So I believe they will do everything legally, right? Without intimidation, without crowd violence, to ensure that they get the maximum points in the last game. And I'm taking them to do that. After is seriously lucky. Remember, just a point separates them.
Yeah.
So if they get a draw, the last match and Akwa United wins, Akwa United qualify. So the best thing for Remo is to ensure that they get the maximum points. It is by half goal, as long as they has more points.
I think they might get that win because they are playing against Kwara United, and for Kwara United, no matter what happens between Nasarawa United and Academy Warriors, I think both teams have been confirmed relegated. But quickly, what happened to Nasarawa United this season?
I think management issues were there. Remember that they also sacked their coach at a point in this season when things were not going right. Some of the players complained about not getting what they deserve to get, and this is the same Nasarawa that was on the continent a few years ago. So the way it's deteriorated to the extent of going on relegation, if I'm to have mentioned or tipped clubs that will go on relegation this season at the beginning of the season. I would never have tipped Nasarawa United. But they also have quality players. But they also have to play away from home.
Okay,
Probably.
now let's go quickly to Group B. Let's have the result for Group B, and then we'll have the table follow. Let's have a result for Group B. Result first before the table. Let's look at the result. Okay, the table is on the screen right now. Lobby Stars is still topping that group with 30 points. Rivers United 26, and Doma United, surprising team, also on 26 points, but goal difference 6 and 4 between them and Rivers United. And Rivers United have about three good games in hand, and then Sunshine Stars on the 4th position. And Dakada also have been confirmed relegated, and for Bayelsa and Wiki Tourists is going to go down to the last day of the league, but Wiki Tourists have -7. That will be something that will not even give them an edge, except Bayelsa United lost their last game. And for Bayelsa United, they were dubbed 3 points. It's as if they added fuel. What actually changed for Bayelsa United after that sanction?
Well, it actually propelled them to realize that they need to do more to get more points and stay safe on the table. However, it has not worked out well for them. And Wiki Tourists, Bayelsa United, who will go down. I fear for Wiki Tourists going down more than Bayelsa United.
Okay, more than Bayelsa United. Okay, let's leave the NPFL and head straight to the English Premier League, where Manchester United actually lost a game. They lost to West Ham United, where they thought they would have won and then maybe get displaced Newcastle from the 3rd position, but the reverse was his case. And for Chelsea, for the first time, a sigh of relief, where they beat Bournemouth at home 3-1. Manchester City despite Leeds United 2-1, and Tottenham Hotspur picked Crystal Palace 1-0. Wolves the same scoreline against Aston Villa, and Liverpool also picked Brentford 1-0. Let's quickly have the table. Let's have the table. The table is looking good. And for Arsenal and Manchester City, 82 and 81 points. Now, can Arsenal actually give Man City a run for their money to the end of the season quickly?
They are already doing that, and I think they will do that. Especially with the victory got yesterday against Newcastle. It's a moral booster. Remember, Newcastle has been doing so well, fantastically well. And for them to have been pecked behind, pecked that way by Arsenal, Arsenal will continue to give Man City the fight. Now, it's Man City that will be under pressure, not more Arsenal.
Okay, let's have today's fixtures. Let's just have today's fixture, because all the relegation team will be doing battle tonight. Leicester City, Everton, Nottingham Forest, all of them will be fighting for their lives. And that's the fixtures we have today in all of the leagues. We have Fulham playing Leicester City, Brighton against Everton, Nottingham Forest will welcome Southampton. Both of them are struggling at the relegation zone. Empoli, that is in the Italian Serie A, we play Salernitana, Udinese with 13 Sampdoria, and Sassuolo we play Bologna, that is also in the Italian Serie A. But quickly, Isaac, Leicester City against Fulham, all the relegation team will be playing tonight. Are we going to see any change from the position where they occupy? Because Southampton is on the 20th position, followed by Everton, who is 19, and then we have Leicester City, then Leeds United.
Well, if anything will change, I don't think Southampton will lead where they are, even if they get a victory. And already I'm seeing Southampton being relegated this season. But you know, it's very funny that Nottingham Forest Southampton are playing two sides that need to win. I think the most hungrier team win today's game. And for Leicester, it's unfortunate they are battling relegation and they are facing Fulham that are safe. I don't see Leicester beating Fulham, to be sincere. And for Everton, unfortunately, they're playing a side that is also looking for a European football.
Yeah,
Brighton. They've been wonderful this season. So it's a tough game. But you know, these are the time of the season where you see funny results, funny and unexpected results. So anything can still happen in that game.
Anything can still happen in that game. Thank you, Isaac, for coming on the show. It has been a wonderful time talking sports with you.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. I'm grateful.
All right. I'm Emmanuel Fashemin saying bye for now.